Mike Florio on the outlook for wide receiver. Keenan Allen, still a free agent. This from NBC Sports Pro Football Talk.
I think that this is a situation where he'll sign at or before the start of camp. Part of it is coming to terms with the fact that the days of making $20 million a year are over. He's going to have to take whatever he can get. He may have to wait for an injury to get the kind of money he's looking for. You got to process it. 5 stages of grief. He knows he's getting closer to the end. It would be hard to take another job in the same industry you've worked in your whole career, making a fraction of what you made at the height of your powers. That'd be hard to do. There's got to be a cutoff there. There's got to be a number below which you'll say, I'm not going to do this. And I think every player has that number. Would Keenan Allen really play for the minimum if that's all that's available to him? I don't think so. The Steelers make sense. They still need help at receiver. I know. They've got Robert Woods. And there's talk that Calvin Austin III can be the number 2 receiver across from DK Metcalf. I feel like they still need somebody else. They're taking a hell of a risk. I thought maybe they would consider trading for Allen Lazard. We've addressed that in the past. There's a chance Lazard doesn't want to go there. That Lazard wants to make his own way as a member of the Jets, where they're putting a premium on blocking, which at 6'5", 225 he can do. But Keenan Allen is available. Other receivers are out there. The Steelers need to consider someone like Keenan Allen, and maybe they will, and maybe they'll sign it. But I think he'll be on a team at some point in the first 2 weeks of training camp.
So, Dalton, Browns probably need a veteran wide receiver as well. If you look at the quarterback situation, if you're Keenan Allen, you're probably a little bit intrigued by Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, a bit. And I think you're intrigued by the fact that there could be a shorter path to playing time. When you look at the Steelers right now, the only proven star option, obviously, in their receiving room right now is DK Metcalf, right? You have a speed guy like Calvin Austin, who's kind of inconsistent. Robert Woods, like was mentioned there, right? They traded George Pickens away. So there is a path to playing time for a guy like Allen in Pittsburgh if the Steelers are willing to do that. And again, the middle number, or whatever the negotiating number might be on a contract for a 1-year contract for a veteran like Allen, that might be the sticking point either way, because even with Aaron Rodgers, they're not paying him a ton of money, and they don't have a ton of money to just go and spend, right? So I do think it would make sense as a veteran. He is coming off his worst year, just over 700 yards last year. It was really the first time we saw that Allen looked like he was starting to slow down, but I think he does still make sense to at least give a shot through training camp and through the preseason to see what he has left in the tank, especially for a team like the Steelers or the Browns that are very thin at receiver.